some ways as clear as anybody how many people you know who sense that the American dream itself is up for grabs, who are asking themselves whether it's still possible in this country to make a better way for yourselves and your families than perhaps was made for you, or excuse me, than you have had, because you know that somebody else sacrificed in order to move you forward. That notion of generational responsibility is a defining characteristic in this country. And yet, for so many people in practical ways in their lives right now, it's up for grabs. And I have to tell you, I have sensed that before the Great Recession, and I bet some of you and some of your members have as well. Either we are really going to turn to each other, or not. Turn on each other, which is the invitation we get from so many of our would-be leaders. And I know this is not a political occasion, but I got to tell you, there's a real choice on offer right now, in some ways more clearly than ever before.
We have cut back and cut back. And why? So that we can subsidize those who have already made it. I just hope everyone in here noted a vote today, a vote to protect the subsidies that go to big oil companies, money that we could have spent on our kids and getting them educated. Today, the United States Senate voted to say we've got to protect those subsidies for an industry, top 5, that's making $137 billion last year in profits, but they still need tax subsidies from you in order to go forward. I want to be clear about this. A world in which we say subsidies for those who are already making it and making it big. At the same moment that we say to our young people, you're going to have to take on more debt to get an education. Or we're saying to our seniors, you're just going to have to learn to live on less. We're cutting into pensions. We're cutting into collective bargaining rights. We're saying no, no, no to middle-class families, to working families. This is wrong. And it's not a question of economics. It's not a question of finance. It's a question of value.